gentlemen. I haven't shaved. Bear with me now, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone? Okay, awesome. So as many of you know, me and Life unfortunately got COVID, and we had to obviously postpone our shows in Texas. And right now I'm devastated, absolutely fucking floored. We should have been performing for you guys, and for whatever reason, that we obviously, there's so many variables that could have went into this, but for such reason we had to postpone it, and I'm terribly sorry. And for anyone else that I think that came to a show that might have got it, I hope you're okay. And I'm doing really well. I'm recovering extremely well, and I just wanted to say I'm so sorry this had to happen, and I'm sure in future we'll take better measures, and yeah, I mean, I'm just so devastated that I couldn't perform for you guys, and my team is also that much more devastated too. And I'm so sorry, Texas. But I promise you guys, I know I know some of the dates aren't that ideal on the postponing back, but if there's like a way that we could make it up to you guys, we will. And no, I'm not crying. I just have COVID, and it looks like I'm fucking crying, but I'm not. So, with that being said, no, I haven't been crying. I guess this is just what COVID does to you. So, just, my eyes are fucking red, eh? I'm not, I promise I'm not, I promise I'm sad, but I'm not crying. I'm not crying. But anyway, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, thank you guys so much for the love and support and the supportive messages that you guys have all been sending to me and the team. We've been getting them rather quite well. And yes, I do have a fucking pimple there. Let's be real. And so yeah, I just wanted to come on live. I wanted to tell my fans personally, and that I promise we'll make it up to you guys. 어떻게든. Yeah, we'll make it up to you guys. This is my first time ever getting corona. I've never gotten it before, fortunately, but this time I did. And honestly, it would have been the circumstance to get it, because just being on the road and my immunity system just dropping. 한국어도 해드릴게요. 저희가 이제 공연 투어하는 동안 이제 저랑 이제 다빈이가 이제 코로나를 걸려가지고요. 그래서 잠시 그 텍사스에 있는 공연들을 잠깐 밀어놨거든요, 저희가. 그래가지고 너무나 이제 좀 안타까운 일이죠. 안타까운 일인데 진짜 힘드네요. 처음 걸려보는 건데 진짜 많이 힘들긴 힘드네요, 진짜. 근데 이제 다행히도 지금 저희가 빨리 잘 낫고 있고 빠른 회복을 하고 있고, 그걸로 인해서 저희가 이제 곧 또 이제 공연 하러 들어갈게요. 절대 이제 우는 건 아닌데요. 약간 그냥 이게 걸리다 보니까 기침을 계속 하니까 약간 눈물이 계속 나오더라고요. But 처음이에요, 진짜. It's my first time ever. And if I was to share a little bit of how I got through it or how I'm getting through it is so it affected my throat. Of course it did. Fucking had to affect my throat. It affected my throat, and the minute it went through my throat, my voice turned into Batman, and it just like I couldn't talk. I was croaking, and it was just like it was pretty bad. It hurt so much, and I resorted to drinking a lot of throat tea. 혼혈이냐고요? 아니요, 저 한국 사람이에요. 저 혼혈 아니에요. 완전 한국인입니다. And so obviously, where was I? Oh yeah. And then they said sleep is the best medicine, but I can't sleep on command. Like, I suck at sleeping. I need medication sometimes to sleep, especially if I'm having like a manic episode. But I was so scared that this might collide with one, and I kind of felt edgy a little bit. And yeah, just look at my hair. It's a fucking mess. 머리를 묶으려고 해. 머리를 말을 못 들겠어. 머리를 못 묶겠어요. 머리 너무 아직 길이가 애매해가지고. Anyway, so 그래가지고 anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I can't sleep, but they said sleep is the best medicine. So I was like panicking because I really wanted it to get better. You know, I just really wanted to get better, obviously, because I wanted to get back to you guys. But at the same time, me and my team didn't want to risk putting anyone else at stake. You know, it was already airborne, so fuck, man. But yeah, thankfully it wasn't that bad, but I am having a little trouble breathing. I don't know if that's normal. But yeah, I'm having a little trouble breathing. But I guess that comes back around. I don't know, in the next few days. So yeah, I just wanted to say I'm good, guys, and life's getting better. My eyes are freaking red, but that's, you know, it's because of COVID. And just wanted to say thank you for the supportive messages again. I'm so sorry, Texas, but we are definitely going to come back to you guys. And Tabin's making a good recovery as well, and luckily a lot of the team did not contract it. So yeah, we're making a full recovery. Can't wait to see you guys. I really can't wait. Don't be scared when you see me. 몸조리 진짜 잘 해야 되는 것 같아요. 진짜 제가 코로나 한 번 안 걸렸다고 약간 너무 그러니까 생각 없이는 아닌데 그래도 뭔가 안 걸릴 것 나는 안 걸리겠지라는 생각을 하면 안 될 것 같아요. 진짜 어떻게든 저는 심지어 주사를 다 맞았는데도 불구하고 걸렸는데 이게 아직도 좀 약간 옛날만큼은 다행히 그렇게 막 모르겠어요. 약간 코로나가 이제 뭐 여러 여러 코로나 뭐라고 해야 되냐, 남매로 이렇게 퍼졌잖아요. 근데 저는 그걸 걸린 것 같아요. 오미크론. 근데 다행히 오미크론은 약간 좀 감기 정도. 그래서 다행인 것 같은데 근데 여러분들도 조심해야 됩니다. 꼭 건강을 꼭 챙기시고요. 항상 그게 우선이에요. 아무래도. Anyway, and you know, I'm like so just isolating myself, you know, and I guess I've just been recovering. Grown my beard, which I didn't. And, you know, speaking of, just a few things that I was mentioning earlier about my experience with Corona, and if anyone's going through it right now. But, I've been eating a lot of vitamins, so obviously they recommend you to take just a shitload of vitamins, you know, just freaking inhale it. Just chug that stuff, you know. And I've been taking so much vitamins that I got a fucking pimple. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, no, you should take a lot of vitamins because you want to boost your immune system. And my immune system's boosted. Drink a lot of tea, but for fuck's sakes, do not drink the tea with caffeine in it, because that is why I couldn't sleep. That's why I couldn't sleep, and I just have trouble sleeping already. And I was drinking tea that, like, I think one of it had like caffeine in it, and that kept me up. And coincidentally, the next day I did get more sick from that, because I couldn't sleep, you know. I just couldn't sleep. There's my tea. That's my tea. It looks like a bag of grass, but it's... And they say, yeah, don't drink dairy. Don't make that mistake. Tea's good, but make sure you don't drink tea with caffeine. Unless you're good at drinking caffeine and you can, like, stay up on that shit for, like... knock out on that shit like no other. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, do you like my necklace? I like it. A little customized. I don't even know what you call it, these chokers. I didn't shave. I did not shave. I like ginger. Ginger is good for the tea. I think... Yeah, do you like my necklace? Anyway, oh yeah, and I got so I went to the hospital and I got steroid shots, you know, not the ones that make your muscles get big, but the ones that take down your inflammation. And so after getting that, apparently it's not good to take a lot of steroid shots. The muscle kind, and I guess kind of the medicinal kind, I've done it because obviously it does damage to a lot of your nerves. But I needed the inflammation to go down my neck, and it did. It went down. But the only problem is the next day it came back, because it was the pain that it was just getting numb, and I'm feeling better now. By the way, I'm going to name this pimple Bob. I'll call this pimple Bob. Bob the pimple, can we pop it? No. What else helped me? Oh yeah, so speaking of food, you can't really eat food. 밥은 약간 코로나 걸릴 때 소화가 잘 안 되더라고요. 그래가지고 뭐라 해야 되지? 소화가 잘 안 돼가지고 oatmeal만 먹었어요. So I can't digest. You can't really digest when you have corona. Not in the beginning, at least. But put an onion beside your bed. What that helps you? Why? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Intrusive thoughts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. Sending. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's too hard to eat. Because obviously you have your body has to take time to digest a lot of the food, and you don't want to digest very 자극적인 food. And meaning you don't want to, it's like stimulating food, right? You don't want to avoid salty, sweet stuff like that. So I've been eating a whole lot of oatmeal, and I've just found out. I found this brand, and it's called Quakers. Do you know Quakers? I like Quakers. So I've been becoming very friendly with my friend Quaker. And the instant oatmeal. 라면은 진짜 먹으면 큰일 나요. 라면 먹으면 라면처럼 이렇게 쭈르륵 나와요. 그러니까 라면 자극적인 거 먹으면 안 되고. Anyway, 진짜 엉망이냐 지금. 진짜 머리 진짜 어떡하냐, 이거 다 잘라버려야지. Anyway, so Quakers, I just found out about Quakers. Quaker가 미국에 있는 오트밀 약간 그냥 인스턴트 같은 햇반처럼 이렇게 막 돌리면 이렇게 먹을 수 있는 거거든요. 근데 진짜 맛있더라고요. 이거 먹고 소화를 잘 되더라고요. So I got better actually. I owe it to Quakers. I got better from eating a lot of Quaker oatmeal, maple and brown sugar. The apple one is good too, and I also like chocolate chip and peanut butter. And I don't know if that's like from Quakers, but it is. But original is good too, and Vaporum. 감사합니다. 아무튼 퀘이커라는 거 진짜 맛있고요. The brown sugar one is the best. And you know what? This one really helped me too. So in 여기 미국에서는 타이레놀을 리퀴드 뭐야? 뭐라고 해야 되냐? 이걸 리퀴드로 음료처럼 이렇게 돼 있거든요. 되게 신기해요. 근데 많이 마시면 안 되겠죠? So I've been drinking a lot of Tylenol fluids, and that's been helping me. Advil, fruit. By the way, looked up online because I had to, because I was sick and I wanted to get better really fast for you guys. What was the most recommended thing to eat fruit-wise? And they said grapes. Grapes were the biggest thing that combated against the fight in Corona. And I just found out about that. That's crazy. So I've been eating a shit ton of grapes. I'm gonna go get some grapes now. Actually, I kind of feel like grapes. 잠깐만요. I'm just gonna leave it here because I feel like it's gonna fall off. 잠깐 포도 좀 먹으러 갈게요. I hate dry coughs. Dry cough ski. So, so I have grapes here. This is my grape bowl. I don't know how to arrange this in a way where I can actually eat while talking to you guys, but I hate dry coughs, and I realized the dry coughs apparently are because you're inflamed, like you have inflamed lungs or something like that, and that's why it hurts. 목에는 꿀물이죠. 근데 So ginger, I was talking about ginger and honey. So I've been drinking a lot of tea. Been drinking a lot of tea and honey. Tea and honey. Hot tea, hot honey, hot ginger, vitamin C. 약간 이런 것들이 약간 조금 목에 도움이. 포도 먹방이 돼버렸네. I should eat blueberries. How dare you? 아니. Anyway, so Vegemite. Someone said Vegemite. 눈알 반지 따로 제작하냐고요? 따로 제작해야 될 것 같아요. 아무래도 사람들이 이제 많이 물어보더라고요. Can I swallow a grape whole? Honey, I don't think I'll ever try doing that. Especially not when I have COVID. 아무튼 그래가지고 뭐라고 하려고 했지? 아무튼 코로나 때는 제일 좋은 거는 오트밀, 그러니까 소화 잘 되는 음식. 일단 우선 라면 이런 거 이딴 거 먹으면 안 돼요. 가끔가다 라면 먹는 거 좋고, 그리고 뭐 담배 뭐 이런 거 담배도 피면 안 되고요. Cough drops, honestly, man, I like binged that, and it was like it like numbed it, but I got like I got a bad stomach ache after that, you know. I do like blueberries. I do. 그쵸. 자극적인 거는 먹으면 안 되죠. Stop being please dry. I will. You know what? I just had a shower, by the way, guys, and I just brushed my teeth, and the grapes taste like ass because I just brushed my teeth. I would dry my hair. I was just too eager to go on. Do I have a fever? No, I don't. My music means so much to you. Thank you so much. Can I just say, speaking on the topic of music, while I was on tour, or just doing the shows that I have been doing up to now, and it's only been 3, like, I've never felt such a connection to the people that I make music for. Meaning, if you think about it, right, it's my first time ever really experiencing people like jam out to my shit. Like, if you think about it, it's like, it's my very first time seeing that. It's my very first time seeing it, and it's my very first time experiencing it. I didn't know what to expect. All I knew, and all I wanted to do was really give you guys an exceptional performance. And I'm still, I'm still learning, and it's still fairly new to me, and there's a lot of things I need to brush up on. But regardless, I want to give you all that. And honestly, Charlotte, Orlando, Florida, Miami, Florida, they have been exceptional, and so far it's been so fucking amazing. The fans were just outrageous. I had an amazing time, disregarding like Corona and everything. Like, I would do that again in a heartbeat, and this just gets me further excited for all the other shows that I'm going to see. And I just want to see how loud you guys can be. Because honestly, the last 3 shows are fucking crazy. Man, it was a moment, and I really appreciate you guys. I really do. And just showing all the love that you have been. You guys are amazing, and it really is a dream come true. I couldn't ask for anything more. 이제 저도 이렇게 저희가 이제 월드 투어하고 다 끝나고 이제 한국도 이제 가야죠. 이제 한국도 가야 되고 그때 제가 좀 걱정인 게 그거죠. 저는 한국에서 하면 아무도 제 노래를 안 따라 부를 것 같아요. 그러니까 일단은 제 노래를 약간 모를 것 같아가지고 한국에서 약간 다빈이는 다 알긴 하는데 저는 아무래도 이제 한국말도 없고 많이 하다 보니까 한국 분들이 제 노래를 모르겠다라는 생각이 드는 거예요. 그래가지고 근데 저는 그러면서 불구하고 그래도 거기서 이제 어쨌든 사람들한테 최선을 이제 그래도 다 해주는 게 목표니까 항상 그거는 변함이 없을 거예요. 그래서 저도 이제 아무래도 한국 사람이다 보니까 그런 한국의 자부심이 있죠. 그래서 꼭 무조건 저는 한국의 팬들한테 진짜 잊지 못할 공연을 보여드리고 싶어요. 그리고 항상 이제 음악도 그렇게 만들어 드리고 싶고 아무튼 그게 제 목표고요. Anyway, so that being said, will we be changing the set list on tour? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? 포도다. 너무 밝아 이거 진짜. 이거 끄면 어떻게 되냐? Okay, never mind. 수염은 좀 이렇게 양해 부탁드립니다. 제가 아픈 동안 수염을 제가 밀 수가 없어가지고, 그리고 제가 이제 나이가 좀 있다 보니까 이제 수염이 하루라도 이제 밀지 않으면 이게 계속 생기더라고요. It looks like my little eye because it is. By the way, guys, 진짜 근육통 존나. 고마워. 누가 수염 있는 게 더 섹시하대. 형. 그쵸? 남자들은 이 수염 있는 게 아무래도 되게 남자답고 되게 멋있다고 그러고 이제 저희는 그렇게 생각하거든요, 남자들은. 근데 뭐 약간 여자들은 좀 싫어하더라고요. 사람마다 그게 근데 사람마다 다른가? 시장 살에 걸렸어. I'm not. 포도 새끼. 얼굴 빨개진 거. Look how fucking red my face went because the damn grape went up my fucking. Sorry, like the grape went up my neck. 아무튼 무슨 얘기를 하고 있었죠? 약간 사람마다 다른가? 약간 수염 어울리는 남자가 있고 수염 어울리지 않는 사람이 있고, 저는 개인적으로 저는 35 아니야 30대 중반 후반 30대 후반부터 여기 수염이 이렇게 기를 거예요. 뭐라 하지 마요. 근데 그것도 올려야지 길리죠. 근데 저는 기르고 싶어요. 이제 좀 나이 먹으면서 나이답게 행동을 해야 되겠죠. 그리고 외적인 것도 좀 아무튼 anyway, hola amigos. Anyway, yes, I do. I have COVID, and chamomile tea is absolutely golden. Hope I get well soon. Thank you. I hope I get. Anyway, guys. Hola. Sí. No. Anyway. 이거 뭐야 이거? I will go to Mexico. I am getting better. Mexico is on our list. Peru, Brazil. You're all on our list. Obviously, Asia. Teach me Spanish. What's my favorite utensils? I like chopsticks. Maybe because I'm Asian, but I like it. It's the most. You can do anything with it except eat soup. You can't. Oh wait. No, you can't really. You can't pick up soup or liquid. By the way, honey is a natural. Te amo. Man, I hope I'm not butchering it. But hey. Anyway, what is this, man? What is this? Why'd I get all these like? Oh shit. I didn't know there was like this question section. What'd I do? What I press was this? Opinions on these nuts. Love it. I love it. Just what I need. If you're referring to these nuts, then my opinion shouldn't matter. Anyway, next question. This is a good question. Okay, well, I can't fucking... How do you do this shit? Will we get... Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so will we get the Mino movie part 2? Okay, regarding this, you know what? I'm gonna be straight out honest with you guys. I don't know if I'll ever release it. And I don't know if I'll ever release it. Mainly because God, should I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll have to think about this one. I have it. Like, it's not. No, I haven't finished making it. Sorry, but I I don't know if I should make this into something that, I don't know if I'm missing the timing. I don't know if by the time I release it, it's going to be, people are just not going to be that interested anymore. And obviously the world tour is taking a toll on me, and taking away the time for me to like finishing this. So I don't know, it's just a lot of things are factoring in. Like, I wish I had a team to work on my behalf. I just wish I had a team that can work on my behalf, on my videos and stuff like that. I really do. Like, this is why it's conflicting, because I want to finish it for my fans. I want to show it to you guys so much. If you guys are okay for waiting, and the thing is, it's, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty difficult juggling, just being an artist but also having to self manage everything, from just everything, I guess. And I guess when you don't have that many people to help you, just stuff like this will get in the way. And you're getting sick just talking to me. Maybe I should be a little bit more more in your face. No, I was kidding. Hey, placebo, I'm not sick. I just have a more cooler voice now. I wish. But anyway, yeah, it has been quite difficult to bring this up, just because I know how much it took out of me making the first one. I just don't, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people aren't that interested in this type of video. I think people are just more, invested in like singles and just like, just stuff like that. I don't know. Sometimes I think, man, am I really just opening up too much of me personally? Am I really diving too deep into what I do? And it's kind of, I don't know, as a creator, it's hard sometimes. It's a lot of it just, I don't know, it confuses me, because I think it's a question of like, at the end of the day, right, I want to, I like my artistry, I live on for it because I want to leave an impact. I want someone to stop and not be able to like turn away from it. But at the same time, I want to feed something inside of them when they watch something of mine and they listen to something. I want them to feel like they want to do something about how they feel right now. You know what I mean? And I think this is a good point. Someone said, I think numbers are important, but at the end of the day, it's fulfillment. Why you leave before your time is up. I think this is a very good point. Someone brought up. Numbers are important. It absolutely is. If honestly, me personally, I couldn't care less. But in longevity, in terms of keeping your morale going, keeping, let's say, I don't know, like, let's say the money coming in, or the hype, or whatever it is. The difficult thing about this is I have a timeline on my artistry. Like, I'm not going to be doing this forever, because I can't. I can't be doing this forever, and I'm getting to an age where not only the things that I do, here's the thing. Like, if I was just doing music, if I was just focusing on music, that would be all I could ever focus on. And even that would be something that would take so much out of me. But I do the producing, obviously the making of the music, the concept development, the planning for the music videos, partially the shooting, the obviously the acting in it, and then the performance, and then right down to the editing. And my God, you know, like it's difficult to juggle just one compartment sometimes, but when you have that much going for you, and you have that much on your plate, and it's I'm not crying, but I'm not crying, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not. And you have just that much. I mean, it's my choice. I choose to. I'm not. Why is everyone think I'm crying? It's my choice. I decided to do this, so I take full responsibility, and no one's asking me not to do it. But I think the latter is, you know, it just gets a little tough sometimes, because I want to keep that momentum going. I really do. I really want to keep pushing forward, and I want to. The thing is, like, the one thing I would hate the most would be to do what I do, like do this artistry, and at the end of the day just be like, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore because I can't keep it up. But honestly, by the look of a lot of these things, by the look of just the trajectory of how I've been doing it, it has taken such a toll. And it's not even because I have like bipolar. I mean, that is a big part to it, but I think it's because of just how much I invest into my own art. And you know, like for me, I'm such a perfectionist, where I want to show my fans only the best. You know, I want to one up myself. And I constantly want to do that because I do it for... I just think these days, right, I just think artistry, you name it, I'm going to just be straight up. I just think artistry these days has become such a fad where its value has just become so cheap. I feel like nowadays it's more about the hype. It's more about the it's more about what that person's doing and seeing if I could just fucking get something stimulated out of that. And you know, it's really about marketing a lot more these days rather than the generic or let's say organic growth of things. And it sucks because as technology gets more advanced, it's going to be inevitable. And that's why I've always stuck to my roots of wanting to do a story based on personal, strong beliefs, real, genuine, authentic, like an authentic version of my life. Because that is literally what I believe I can offer to the world. And I believe that is, if anything, my colors of what I can give to the world, just artistry wise, you know. I just don't like how a lot of the music that's coming out, a lot of the scene, the way the scene's taking a turn is, it's becoming so saturated. And at one point you have to play into it. You know, I have to play into it, but I want to be really smart about this because I don't want to play into it to the point where it's like, oh, that motherfucker's selling out. I'm sure there's a key way of organically building your fans, your followers, whilst steadily going up. Like, I would hate for something to go viral for me just because it'll be something so hard to just get out of, because that's what you're forever going to be known as. Unless you could top that, which, by the way, I'll do whatever it takes. But for me, I mean, this talk happened because we're talking about numbers and everything. But, you know, as any artist or any content creator, numbers is important. It's what keeps longevity. It's what keeps the ball rolling. But ultimately, it is up to me to further ensue that, you know. So I have been. It's so trivial, isn't it? Because, you know, like, you gotta have a good amount of knowing how to sell yourself, with a good amount of, okay, let's not be cringe about it, you know. But man, I just see so much cringe ass stuff. Like I just fucking so much. Like, I just sometimes can't do it, because it's like, you know, like, it's just not me. Like, if you could be cringe if you want, but and what I mean by cringe is, it's not self-love. Self-love is a different thing. I mean, like, shit, man, like, I mean, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but just a lot of stuff like that I see, and it's like, man, that's how the market's being saturated right now. And I'm sure, like, I don't know, like, I look at that, and it's for me, man, I just look at that, I'm like, fuck it. I'll do it just for my fans. I don't care. Let me build a fucking cult then. Fuck it. Let me just do it for the fans that want to listen to my stuff and want to feel what I feel. I just had enough. I just can't, because the thing is, man, I'm over this, like, it's hard for me to see something that doesn't come from, like, a genuine, authentic ideal or place. It's I'm sure a lot of people can relate to me when they say that. Like, I can never sing about, I can never sing about, like, guns, monies, and, you know, like, all that, like, you know, I just can't sing about stuff like that, for example. And for people that sing like that, that come from that background, I mean, that's completely because it's in their experience, you know. But then there are people that do sing a lot about things that are completely fabricated from a saturation of what the market seems like it's going to sell to, right? And honestly, that's like, you know, like, I'm not saying I'm better than that, by the way. I'm just saying, for me personally, I just have, I just can't, I just sometimes see that and I just can't relate to it, I guess you could say. And I'm sure a lot of people can understand what I'm trying to say. But man, a lot of those things, they, like, sell. So, I mean, you know, so at one point I had to, like, really think hard, because it's like, I sometimes see a lot of artists go the way that I do, for example, and they bloom, and then when they start blooming, they start generically changing or adapting to the system, meaning, you know, they start obviously biting into this, you know. And the thing is, like, if that's what it takes for somebody to go to the next level or go to the next step, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Because they do start losing themselves. And I think what I'm very fortunate about, by the way, guys, is I'm lucky I started the music scene when I was like 20 years old. So I started over a decade. And if I started Mito when I was in my 20s, my 22s, or my mid-20s, I would have easily probably folded. I probably would have sold out like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fuck it, man. I probably would have done that too. Because I was young, dumb, and just like, that's all I saw, you know? But I'm glad that I went through the venture that I went through. And I reached an age where I've seen so much shit. I've been through much. I've been through enough to just be like, you know what? I know what's real. I want to be for the people. I want to represent. Okay, this is a funny thing. Like, I've been telling people this all over my tour, but you know, in the beginning, I've had the hardest time figuring out why I wanted to do this, or why I had to continue doing this. Number one, because I'm not someone. You like 20-year-old girls? What the fuck? No, I was saying when I was 20, I'm glad that I didn't. When I was 20, I'm glad that I wasn't into Mito, like I wasn't doing Mito. But anyway, what was I saying? Fuck, man, what was I saying? Oh, shit, bro. I fucking hate my intrusive thoughts. So anyway, oh fuck, man, what was I saying? I just can't believe I forgot what was I saying. Oh shit, man, I really I have the memory span of a fucking goldfish. Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry. As I was saying, so I really didn't know why I should keep doing this, because number one, I have a very hard time being in the spotlight. For me, I relate more to the people that are in the crowd rather than that one on the stage. So, for example, if I was to see a performance on TV or something, I relate more to the people in the crowd, cheering on. And I sometimes wonder if the artist or whoever's on stage understands how much they're affecting, how many people they're affecting right now. I wonder if they could even grasp that, if they could even fathom that. And then I realized, man, I was just another person in the crowd that just had stage. That just had the stage. That's what it feels like for me. For me, it feels like I'm one of you guys out there, right? I'm like every single one of you guys in the crowd. But I was just given a chance to stand on this stage. And in the beginning, I was very reluctant because, again, I'm not comfortable with taking that center stage. I like helping. I like giving. But at the same time, I do have a story to tell. So for me, I kind of think of it as, I decided to think of it as, I've gotten the opportunity to now speak for everyone. And and the thing is, you don't need to have a disorder. I just happen to have one, and everyone goes through shit. Everyone has something at the end of the day. It's not like we're living in this utopia of a society. So I made it a goal of mine. I want to make it a goal of mine. I want to make it, let's say I want to make it a reason of mine to do this, being I want to be one of the representatives for you guys out there. And I just want to say, you guys are just as special, and you guys can take the stage just as much as I took it. Like, I want to just encourage that. I don't want to take the stage from anybody. I want to give the stage to people, is what I'm trying to say. But you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I truly think. Like, that's what I truly believe my purpose is. I really think that's what my purpose of doing what I do is. And if it's through my music, if it's through my visuals, if it's through something, right? If it's something that's inside you, and what I mean by take the stage, by the way, darling, it doesn't mean like get on stage. It means being good at, or just shining on the things that you love doing right now. So if you love doing something, I don't know, it could be anything. If you want to be a football player, or if you want to be, I don't know, the managers to McDonald's or something like that. I don't care. It could be anything. I'm saying that's your stage. No judging. It's just go for your stage. If I can encourage you to be better at whatever you want to be better at, or if I could just encourage you to go for what you want to really go for, and if it's something that you're inspired by because you heard my music, the way I talk, what I preach, just my visual, just my journey, I think that's the identity aspect of it. I think that's the whole point of why I delve my personal self into this so much, is because through my personal story, I think it allows people to see that I am as human as you are. At the end of the day, I am as flawed, and I am as stupid, and sometimes I am as, reckless. But I am also as loving and caring. And honestly, I get sad a lot too. I doubt myself like a fucking billion times before I get something right. And honestly, that's what I think the world needs. I think the world needs to see not everything has to be fucking perfect. And it doesn't have to be such a stigma of an artist having to be like that. You know what I mean? That's why I love showing my downs. That's why I love, like, people look at it as something very dark and sinister. But man, I always say the most dark and sinister looking things are the most misunderstood, honestly. And for me, I don't know, like, it's not like, I mean, we say like mental health is such a taboo thing, but honestly, fucking being imperfect is a taboo thing nowadays. Like, it's just the way it is, man. But the thing is, that's just what I want to offer to people. I just want to show them that. I don't know if it's through me or if it's through anybody else, man. I'm going to be straight up. I just want to be honest. I want to be that somebody for you. I want to be that gateway. I want to be that funnel. Let me be that for you, in this fucking tipsy-turvy of a reality that we're in. We can't change the system, We're already in it, so fuck it, man. Might as well just make something out of it. And the thing is, let's just heal along the way. And fuck it, you don't have to be happy all the time. You don't have to, nothing has to be resolved all the time. I don't know why we're trying to I don't know why we're so wrapped up in trying to solve a lot of things and trying to resolve it, and we're making the problem only be bigger. Just be yourself. Be happy in your skin. because you're fucking worth it. Everyone's worth it. Like, everyone's the same. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm not like, there's nothing different about me, man. There's nothing different about anyone. We're all the same here. We all end up in the same place. We start in the same, we end up in the same. So what do we really have going on in this whole life, really? Other than what we can do for each other, what we can give to people, what we can share compassionately. You know, and honestly, man, like, that's all I really want to do with my artistry. I don't know how this all came to this point, but honestly, that's what I want to do. Yes, we all bleed the same, and you know, someone's got to tell you, but man, let me just tell you, like, fuck it, man, you're not alone. I'm right there with you. We could both be fucking alone, but till then, no giving up, right? Till then, let's stick it in. Let's just try a little harder, just, you know, for whatever fucking reason, because we'll never know what tomorrow looks like, and we'll never know what the next day looks like. It's got to be worth something. It's so easy to give up. It really is. It really is. We can, and here's the thing. The one thing, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. You know, I always told myself, like, fuck it, man. Like, if I wanted to end it, I can always end it. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. I can always end it. Like, but that's the thing, right? Like, you can always end it whenever you want. But the thing is, with that mindset, I don't think I was ever truly living. You know, and it's funny, it's very ironic, because we all get to that point. We all get to the point where we go to the fucking ground and we're like, this is it, man. This is the worst. This is as bad as it gets. But, but you know what? That's just life. It just throws you to the floor. And we as survivors, we somehow pick ourselves back up. And when we do, we don't realize how strong we are. We don't realize how much stronger we get. But we do. At the end of the day, sorry, I've been fucking ranting so much. But anyway, all I wanted to say, guys, was I'm not drunk. Maybe I'm corona, but I'm not drunk. I just wanted to say, you're literally at rock bottom right now. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay to be there right at the rock bottom, because that's when you change. That's when you grow. Honestly, that I always thought when I was at my rock bottom, I was at my worst. When in fact I was actually at my best. Because, man, being at the rock bottom made me see a lot of things, reflect, and most importantly, be a version of me that I so desperately wanted to get out of. And I think it was through that I don't know, there was just so many moments in that moment where I realized a lot of things. But when I came out of that, when you come out of that, and you always do, you'll be amazed of what type of person you become. And that's the type of person that we're all here for. We're all fucking here for it, you know? You're not alone, man. You're not. If you are alone, well, trust me, it's not gonna last that long. There's always somebody. There's always someone or something. Yeah. So, you know, how bad can it be? Really? How bad can it be? Like, just tell yourself that. How fucking bad can it be? Like, how bad is it? Like, really? How bad can it be? At the end of the day, really, how bad can it be? Am I alone? No. I'm most certainly not alone. I'm not. Who's my someone or who's my something? My mum. My mum's definitely number one. Yeah, she's right there. Always has been, you know. Family, you know. Friends, obviously. I have amazing people, and I think most importantly now, ever since I started my artistry and my road and my journey, and ever since I came out public with it, you guys. That's why I know I'm not alone. It's because I have you guys. I have all you out there, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not one way. It doesn't go one way. I'm there for you guys too, and I will do that relentlessly through my music, through my videos, through my lives, through whatever you need. I'll be there for my dreamers. And honestly, if you want to cry, if you want to scream, if you want to fucking hit a brick wall, I recommend you don't do that. But if you want to just fucking shout, if you want to like go running off, just do it, man. Feel a little. Just, feel a little, live a little, and just let it go. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to talk to me here, like we are, I'll be here time to time. But yeah, man, this took a fucking turn. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I wasn't really, never was on my chest, but for some reason, the life turned into this. Excuse me. So yeah, like that is my definition of what I want to do with my artistry. I don't want it to be nothing other than just from how I really am, authentically, purely how I feel. But in order for that to be the case, people have to. You gotta understand, it comes from a genuine spot, and I am there for everyone, just like you. You are for me, Yes. So hey, I should make a podcast. Man, people. You know what? That would be amazing. Honestly, if I can make a podcast and if that could save somebody's life, that would be everything. Honestly, that's because all we ever need sometimes is just to be heard, but also for somebody to talk, for somebody to speak what's on our minds. That's all we need to hear sometimes. That's all we need to. It's not even to listen. It's also just to like hear that sometimes. It's just refreshing. You can't be too stuck into your own mind. Don't think too much like me. Don't think too much. Let's please make a podcast. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that might be one of my. There's just so many podcasts. Maybe I'll do mine differently. Maybe I'll shoot like a music video while I'll do it. No. Thoughts for Dreamers. That's an amazing title. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's a brilliant idea. Having a podcast and really, really, really getting in. You know what? It'd be crazy. Like if you go. No, never mind. That would be cool. If you guys would listen to it, why not? That is the creative side. But yeah, no, I never really thought of podcasts or something. Maybe in the future or something like that. I will hug you. Virtual hug right back at you. I feel like a lot of the people that I'm talking to right now are overthinkers. That's why you're here. You're here for the show. 2/3 of the rest of my followers have left. Those are the they don't delve too much, or they have plans, so they have to move on. But I'm sure a lot of people here are the ones that just overthink a lot, like I do. I get a lot of thoughts coming in, maybe it's like ADHD, but I just get a lot of thoughts coming in, and it just like, and then it piles on, and I just go down a rabbit hole. But but hey, man, it's cool to overthink. do you like CTV? I don't watch TV. I keep it on just because I like the ambience. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So, oh my god, what a long ass live today. I just came on to tell you I was coping well and coping with my overthinking, because somebody's asking me how I cope with my overthinking. I don't cope with it at all. For me, I like to overthink. But I think there's a very fine line with, I think there's this thing where if you think too much, when you're by yourself, if you're not in a good state mentally, I don't like to overthink then, because then I start creating scenarios in my head and I become very distant with reality, if you know what I mean. So I don't recommend, if you're not in a good spot, I don't recommend thinking at all, because that's not going to do you any good. It's going to do you more harm than good. If you're in a good spot, you can think as much as you want. But if you're not, I don't recommend staying in a room by yourself and just like going at yourself, creating like 500 scenarios at a minute. Just don't do that, because that is what stems and spurts a lot of unhealthy energy into your body. So don't do that. Number one thing I've always found out that helped with my I guess my depressions and my mood changes, and because I have to work with this on a day-to-day with my bipolar, is I literally try disciplining myself not to think first thing in the morning. So I create a schedule where I have to immediately do something, and I stick to it, and it gives me a routine to do something without thinking. But the thing is, I find that task to be something that gives back to me. For example, if it's jogging in the morning, and then I come back and I eat my favorite meal of Greek yogurt and berries, to reward what I have accomplished. It's kind of like when it's kind of like when you're back in school and you do like these little tasks, and the teacher puts like a little sticker next to your name every time you completed the task. But what's funny about this is psychologically, that is something that actually allows you to be in a very healthy state. For me anyway, that's what I've always realized was a big thing for me to overcoming a lot of my mood changes. For me, when your anxiety is high in the morning, yeah, same, likewise. It's, for me, a lot of the times where I get a lot of my mood swings, a lot of my depression, my slumps, is when I feel like my life course or what I'm doing is, the trajectory is going off. So once I feel like my trajectory is off balance, and it starts compiling, that's when I feel like my slumps start kicking in and all that. For people, I feel like we want to feel like we're accomplished. We want to feel like we're growing. We want to see that. We want to see results. And no easy way to sugarcoat it. You can't cheat yourself doing that. You have to work out. Not work out, but you have to discipline yourself to work on that routine. You got to come up with your own system. And it could be and that's self-respect. You could keep a promise to yourself. If you don't keep a promise to yourself, that's kind of like you're disrespecting yourself. That's kind of how I say it to myself. So for me, I start off with something very small. For example, if it's like just 10 push-ups every day. Every morning, just 10 push-ups. Like, that's just that one promise I set out. Like, I start off very small. And if I could keep that within the next few days, I increase it. I'm Peppa Pig. What the hell's Peppa Pig? So I increase it. So, and then slowly it becomes building a relationship with myself and being more confident with setting up goals, initial goals that I can easily kick in and do and accomplish. And the most important thing is, even if you miss one day of that though, even if you skip, that's when you don't want to do that. You don't want to skip any of that. Like, if the minute you skip that, you're breaking a promise to yourself. And the minute you break a promise to yourself, that means you stopped respecting yourself. Meaning yourself is gonna be indulged in the fucking slumps, and you're gonna start indulging in depression again. It's a cycle. That's really how it works. And I'm not saying like you should do a push-up. I'm just saying it could be something as simple as that. For those that have insomnia, for me, I have insomnia too, just because I overthink. I try to make it a routine throughout my day where I have to go to the extent of tiring myself out mentally, but also physically. I've also realized that if I don't get sunlight, like if I don't get sunlight on my body clock doesn't formulate in a way where I have a much harder time sleeping. The days that I usually get a lot of sunlight on my body, where I'm exposed to a lot of sun, is the days that I actually sleep pretty more decent than I had before. So the thing is, I think that is one big thing for people that have insomnia, is because their body clocks aren't regulated towards. If you're not getting enough sun, I think that's one thing. If you have like anxiety attacks at night and everything, find your I like to call it like your back room. For me, I've created like for me, for example, right? I have my go-to back room. It's not like an actual back room, but it's like a system that I follow that helps me get out of that anxiety attack or that panic attack. For example, I would listen to a certain list of songs, and it'll be the same exact songs. I won't tell you what songs they are, but I'll be in the mirror, or I would have this ritual, for example. Ritual is the right word. I'll create a ritual that gives back to what, that allows you to let go and feel a lot of things, that challenges you. So for me, I make that, even if I'm not going through these manic episodes or stuff like that, I still make it a habit to go through that ritual, and every day before I sleep. And the thing is, I like to switch it up here and there so it doesn't get boring. If medicine isn't working for you guys, I don't recommend you constantly get at it, because for me too, medicine hasn't always been the ideal thing. It's either you're prescribed the wrong type of medicine, or you just haven't found the right one for you. For me, like being on bipolar, like lithium was like one of the worst things that I had to take. But the thing is, and methadone, I think it was, but those things helped me sleep, but it didn't regulate. it regulated my moods, but it changed me as a person. So I couldn't agree with that. Honestly, man, like sleep, the best medicine for sleep is just your mental state. It's literally how you are, and your mental state really does come from your lifestyle habits and the things that are affecting your lifestyle. If you look at your lifestyle right now, and there are a lot of things that you're very dissatisfied with, and it's gnawing at you, and it's giving you the stress, and it's like fucking with you, then honestly, that is probably the ultimate answer of why you can't sleep and stuff like that. Yeah, so honestly, that is the thing. For me, I don't like to resort too much to medication, because then I start becoming too lenient towards that. Yeah, so that's a good point. Someone said, I'm scared to start though, because what if my creative side dies? Because that's my life career. That's exactly like me. The minute I started taking medication, my creative side just went off. It just went out. Like it didn't exist. That's why I felt like I lost a part of myself, which is why I've learned to live with my manic disorder, and I've learned to utilize it in the most efficient way. But that's only through a healthy lifestyle that I decided the changes that I decided to make. But that has to be solemnly up to me, and that if you're not going to make that effort to change a lot in your lifestyle, then I'm sorry, but it's a lot harder than for you to not resort to medication. Melatonin doesn't do shit to me as well. Yes. Yeah. But anyway, sorry, I've been I don't know when this became like a Dr. You thing. No, I'm just kidding. But no, if that helped any of you guys, I absolutely think it should. I heard Adderall makes you boring, which is why I refuse to get diagnosed with ADHD. Yeah, the thing is, for me too, like because I have a slight case of ADHD too. I'm sure you guys have kind of noticed that by now. But Adderall does help you. It does help me stabilize on a lot of the things. It helps me get a lot of things done, for example. I know people use that as a test drug or something, but for me, Adderall wasn't like, I didn't use it for like tests and stuff like that. It just helped me stabilize, being able to function sometimes. And most importantly, because it allowed me to function, it allowed me to regulate my moods. But for me, because I know a lot of people have trouble sleeping when they are on Adderall, just because it's your mind so active at that point. But for people that do have ADHD, it seems to work pleasantly well. But I don't recommend Adderall. And 3 million monthly listeners of Spotify. Thank you. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. I just can't believe that. That's insane. That's crazy. That's insane. I can't wait to perform again. Anyway, sorry, I've been talking way too long. I've been on this live for so long. It's insane. But thank you guys so much for being here. If you felt somewhat relieved, why not, But yeah, thank you so much. I love you all, and you have all been a blessing. You still are a blessing. Life is fucking crazy, but we're all here for it. And yeah, man, like, I can't wait to see you guys on tour. Fuck yeah, get ready to turn up. Get ready to just scream your lungs out. I'll see you in Jakarta. I'll see you in Jakarta. Can't wait for that tour too, in the Asia. But yeah, just can't wait to see you all from everywhere else. I love you all, Brazil. Yes, Mexico. God, I gotta get some rest now, eh? I've been on for so long. Thank you guys. I love you all. See you in the Philippines. And thank you so much for coming on live. Remember, guys, you're not alone. I'm right there with you guys. And I do this for you. I'm here for it. Let's make a minor cult. Anyway. Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you guys for the loving messages. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Bye-bye.